Chiefs, and it comes your way. Next.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the L.A. Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week. 22 carries, 81 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now a shot taken on 3rd down down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season. And given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they're
taking it right down Broadway. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Again, it's Pacheco. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a toss left for Pacheco. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 1 now.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 3rd down, here's Spears.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Now Herbert off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. This is Smith with the ground. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. They'll run with Spears. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The charge.
And 2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Given 12 yards there, the Chargers have a 1st down. And Spears with another carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Second down and a yard.
Let's go.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out.
And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far.
That's complete to Tony.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On first down, Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Mahomes' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Mahomes now on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Isaiah Pacheco.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 10-7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start out in the Golden State, California. North meeting South. San Francisco.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert.
That one's taken in by Spears.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Spears on second down.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Baylor Tiger.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Herbert now. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
3rd and 5.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Mahomes throwing the out route here. It's complete to Kelsey.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now it's Mahomes again. Caught by Wilson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. More from L.A. in a moment.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Now Herbert following the turnover. They'll set up the screen for Spears. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 23, here's a 2nd and 4.
Here's Herbert. Flush to his right.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. More from L.A. in a moment.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties. No.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And not much. Maybe a yard down in the 23. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown. And now the rookie's free. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chargers. A big-time 4th quarter return for a touchdown to tie this game. Now the PAT obviously would give him the lead.
And as we know, it's no longer a gimme since they changed the rules a couple seasons ago.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Chargers to take over.
Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
Ray.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Intended receiver there was Donald Parham.
And now it's second down.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Herbert operating from the red zone.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Out of the gun to give to Spears.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Chargers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
What's good on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Now 2nd and 4.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. They tried to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. And they went with a fullback dive that time.
And Brandon, when I was a kid, the fullback carried the ball equally as much as the running back, then known as the halfback. Nowadays, the fullback's job is to block. Put him out in front, let him throw a pass.
They still have a couple more chances here from the run. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Mahomes.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Farmer, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They'll run forward with Pacheco.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And here's a give to Spears. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's 3rd down and 5. Herbert. That one's taken in by Spears.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Herbert to throw.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Mahomes to throw it.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Mahomes will throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And in the second half of the tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Mahomes.
That'll be caught by Rice. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle but couldn't spring himself free. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and they have regained the lead.
Another one in the book.